man. What y'all got? What y'all on, man? What y'all got going? Snax on Sports. I'm back with another years. Yeah. So check this out, man. What y'all got going on, man? You know what I'm saying, today, you know what I mean? I guess it's a holiday today or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even know it. You know what I mean? But a lot of motherfuckers got the day off. No school today for my kids. But yeah. We're not here to talk about that. You know what I'm talking about? We here on Snax on Sports to recap and talk about the 2022 NBA All-Star Weekend that just passed this past weekend. Dope weekend overall, dope game, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, you know, we also had the NBA Top 75. It's the 75th year of the NBA, so they revealed the top 75 players of all time and all that shit. So we finna talk about that now. Got an all-star weekend, man. You know what I mean? What can a nigga say, man? You know what I'm saying? It's always dope. You know what I'm saying? I've always enjoyed, you know what I mean? Since I was a kid, the only one, I remember, as a teenager, when it came to the Oakland Coliseum in the year 2000. You know what I'm saying? That was the year Vince Carter had that, that historical classic, you know what I mean, dunk contest performance, man, when actually he wasn't the only, like, Steve Francis was dope in that dunk contest. Tracy McGrady, you know what I mean, did his thing in that dunk contest. That was one of the dopest dunk contests of all time, you know what I mean? But year 2000, Vince Carter, you know what I mean, I was there. Me and the homie Brandon beat up, you know what I mean? Shout out my nigga Brandon, childhood friend from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Brandon, we went up there, man. Moms and shit, you know what I mean, had the tickets and all that. So that was dope. And then, with that being said, you know what I mean? Y'all know I be just blabbering, you know what I mean? Sometimes I get off, but with that being said, the All-Star Weekend was dope, you know what I mean, for the most part, except for that slam dunk contest, but we gonna get into that. But Friday night, the celebrity game and the skills challenge, Friday night is not the skills challenge. Friday night was the celebrity game and the Rising Stars challenge. You know what I mean? The Rising Stars game. You know what I mean? With the rookies and sophomores and shit. I didn't see too much of that game on Friday night because, I was just, I was doing shit. For one, I had a funeral to go to on Friday. Once again, rest in peace, my homie Dome, childhood friend that passed away. You know what I mean? So I was dealing with that for most of the day, and I was getting some work in towards the afternoon, evening part. So I seen some of it, obviously, you know what I mean, on the playback, you know what I mean, but I didn't see a lot of it, or I didn't see the whole thing live and shit. But as far, you know, I was just happy that they found a way to get Jonathan Kuminga up in there, you know what I mean, for my Warriors, because I mean, he definitely deserved to be there. You know what I mean? At first, they didn't have him a part of it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, every year, not every rookie and second-year player, you know, gets chosen to go. I guess only like the top, you know, the top tier, you know, whatever. But Jonathan Kuminga has been one of the top tier rookies. You know what I mean? He's been coming on strong as of late, you know what I mean, the past month or two. Maybe at the beginning of the year, not so much like for the other rookies, because, you know, Jonathan Kuminga is playing on the team that's a championship contender. So, but as the season has gone on, he has been able to show that he's worth the minutes, and Steve Kerr been putting him out there. And since he's been out there, he's been displaying his, you know, his athleticism and his bounciness and his defensive, showing how good he can be defensively and all that. So anyway, the NBA found a way to get Jonathan Kuminga up in there, and that was dope. So then, you know, and it was dope, you know what I mean, whatever that night. But the main thing on some real shit, you know, with this All-Star weekend, you know, the main talking points is really about NBA All-Star Saturday night and the actual All-Star game, which was yesterday, Sunday. Now, this motherfucking slam dunk contest, let me be clear. I said this as I was watching it, and it was confirmed. I confirmed it to myself after it went off, you know what I mean? And I was able to, you know, had a chance to think about it for a little while. And what I said was the 2022 NBA Slam Dunk Contest was the worst slam dunk contest in the history of the NBA, in the history of All-Star Weekend. It was the worst. Now, there have been other bad, you know, NBA Slam Dunk contests. This ain't the only one that's been bad, you know what I'm saying? But it was the worst one. I'm sorry. It just was. You know what I'm saying? Like, from the high that we was on a few years ago, from, you know, with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon and all that, to that shit. Now, I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be like that once I knew who the four contestants were. I kind of maybe, you know, the only one I was kind of, well, there was two. But, you know, I was looking forward to, you know, Jalen Green and Cole Anthony, you know, putting on a show. You know what I mean? Cole Anthony, that was a pretty impressive idea that he came up with as far as, you know, other than Timberlands. I mean, I heard a lot of people talking shit about it, but that was impressive. It wasn't impressive that it took him a few tries to complete it, but it was impressive because, bro, to dunk on a hardwood floor in Timberlands, like, he's just showing, like, nigga, I got hops. You know what I'm saying? So that, and that's what the dunk contest is really about. It's really about the showmanship and yeah, you want the dunks to be dope, but it's kind of like, it's really about the build up and the lead up to the dunk now. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope. But I mean, after that, hey, you know, wasn't really no more highlights like that from Cole Anthony. Jalen Green, I mean, that was just the worst, bro. Like, the young man got hops. He got boings. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in the dunk contest, man, you got to be able to complete these dunks within the first 1 to 2 tries, man. Otherwise, it loses its luster. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, yeah, you dunked it on the 7th try and shit. But by that point, you know, the dunk has lost its luster because you missed it so many times. We see what you're trying to do, but you know what I mean? You missed too many dunks, man. And by that time, it was like, man, just try something else. Obi Toppin, I mean, he's a big man, bro. Like, he don't got the hang time enough to make his dunks look special or spectacular. Because he's a bigger dunker. He's a larger dunker. And Juan Anderson, I mean, I watch him every night as a Warriors fan. He's not he has some spectacular in-game dunks sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, he had that dunk earlier this year. Dunked on, I forgot who he dunked on, but he shitted on somebody. But that's just a dope in-game dunk because of how he came down the lane, and then somebody else jumped and he dunked on him. So it just looked like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. Like, ugh. This is the thing about the dunk contest, bro. It's like, you gotta have hang time, bro, in order to complete these dunks. That's the reason why Aaron Gordon got robbed twice. That's the reason why his dunks was just so. Because I will admit, it's like you gotta be hella creative now too, because everything has been done basically. You know what I mean? So Aaron Gordon's dunks was so dope because, for one, he was creative with his shit, and not only that, like, he's a high flyer and a high skier that has hang time, though. Like, you got to be able to hang in the air a little bit to complete those kind of dunks. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's the reason why a lot of players that we think that we would think would be dope in dunk contests probably wouldn't. For example, I don't care what nobody say. To me, it's the reason why LeBron James has never competed in a dunk contest. Okay? Because the star players, for whatever reason, they feel like they have something to lose, per se, as far as, like, you know, they're not going to lose no credibility, or no, it's not going to put a stain on their resume as far as what they do from a career standpoint. You know what I mean? What they doing actually on the court. You know what I mean? But just, you know, just the bad mouthing and the talking bad that like, these star players, they don't you know, they don't want to put themselves out there to be talked about. You know what I mean? In the manner that, like we talking about the contestants that failed in this slam dunk contest. And what it is it's a high probability that something like that can happen, because there's one thing with being an in-game dunker and a slam dunk contest dunker. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. LeBron James has never competed because it's a fear of failure kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's a fear of, man, if I get out here, I'm LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? If I get out here and don't put on the show that they're expecting, they gonna talk shit about me. You know what I'm saying? So why even go out there? Why even put myself in that position? You know what I mean? When everybody knows, because in layup lines before games, and like I said, all that's different. In a slam dunk contest, it's like all eyes is on you, everybody watching. you gotta almost be perfect. You gotta complete these dunks within the first attempt or two. You know what I mean? And you just, you can't go up there missing and shit. You know what I mean? You know, missing your dunks and shit. So to me, that's the reason why I feel like certain players like LeBron and other players that we may consider to be, great dunkers, why they haven't competed. You know what I mean? Because they feel like they got a lot more to lose. Really, when they really don't. But it's just kind of, it's kind of just not wanting to put themselves out there to be embarrassed, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like these athletes, you know what I mean? These superstar athletes, they got egos. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put themselves out there to be embarrassed like that. You know, if they suck and they unsuccessful at the slam dunk contest. So that's the reason why a lot of the star players don't do it. Jonathan Kuminga is another one to where, like I said, he's a rookie, and he don't quote unquote have the name of he's not like a star player yet. You know what I mean? You can see that he's gonna be, but they asked him because we see his how athletic he is. You know what I mean? How bouncy he is. You know what I mean? In the games when he playing with the Warriors, but they asked him like a week or two before the slam dunk contest why he ain't in it, or would he competed in it or whatever. And he's like, nah, because, and I like the fact that he said this because he know himself. Like, basically, he was saying, basically what I just said is like, I'm not a good dunker for a slam dunk contest. Like, yeah, y'all might see me, jump high and do all these exotic dunks in the game, but they just in-game dunks. Slam dunk competition, bro, you gotta be, like, he probably don't feel like he can come up with creative enough dunks, you know what I'm saying, to be able to compete and win, and not only compete and win, but be able to get the fans what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players is afraid of that. They asked Ja Morant too. You know what I mean? I believe after the All-Star game, and he was just like on some shit like, nah, the stakes ain't big enough or some shit. Bullshit. I do think that Ja Morant would be good in the dunk contest, but I still think it's less of motherfucker. Like, it's a slam dunk contest, bro. Like, some of the greatest players of all time have competed in it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dominique Wilkins, Dr. J, all of these players. So for these new players to act like they too fucking good, or the slam dunk contest is so beneath them, you know what I'm saying, that they don't want to compete in it, that's not what it is, bro. That's not what it is. They just scared to compete in it because they don't want to be talked about, and like I said, in the same light that people are talking about the contestants that was in this slam dunk contest over the weekend. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, because it's about putting on for the fans. It shouldn't be about, well, it ain't enough at stakes and it ain't, all that other shit. Like, it should, you already getting fucking 20, 30, 40 million dollars a year, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So put on the show out here for the fans, man. If you don't want to do it, just say you're scared. It's all good, or just or do what Jonathan Kuminga did, and he just kept it real. To me, he not saying that he's scared. He was just saying that's not for me. I wouldn't. He know himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there putting 2 on the 10 and capping. You know what I mean? And making it seem like, you know what I mean, just because he's a high flyer that he'll be good in a dunk contest. You know what I mean? He know his limits. You know what I mean? And that's dope. It's no different from me as a rapper. Or I just say as a musician, as an MC all around. You know what I mean? When it comes to this rap shit, it is like this nothing I can't do. However, freestyling, although I can freestyle and come off the dome, you know what I'm saying, and just rap, my freestyles are not like my writtens. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just not. You know what I mean? It's just for whatever reason, I wasn't blessed with the gift like a Black Thought. Or maybe like an Eminem, somebody that can just come off the top of the head, and they freestyles can sound, my freestyles sound like freestyle. I'm saying ABCD shit, cat and dog shit. But my written shit, my written verses, man, you know what I mean? It sound like, nigga, I'm the motherfucking GOAT. But not to talk about myself, you know what I'm saying? It's just an example that I'm using. But yeah, man, you know, that's pretty much what it is, man. And you know, with the slam dunk contest, the players, they don't want to embarrass themselves. And a lot of them know that they don't got the hang time and the creativity like an Aaron Gord or like a Zach LaVine. Like, them is the type of players that need to be in the slam dunk contest. Not fucking Juan Toscano Anderson. That's my nigga. I love him. He plays for my team, the Warriors. Juan Toscano Anderson ain't no motherfucking slam dunk contest dunker. He not that type of dunker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Obi Toppin, the same with him. You too tall, my nigga. You too lanky. You don't got hang time like that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do all them fucking dunks. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, overall, that still doesn't, all that shit I just said still don't take away from the fact that this was the worst slam dunk contest in NBA history. I don't give a damn. That shit was just bad. You feel me? Now, the one thing I don't like about it is everybody, after a slam dunk contest failure, you know what I mean, like on Saturday night, everybody want to come out with they, you know, with their opinions on how they could fix it and what to do and this and that. Like, I'm hearing these dumbass niggas Saturday night saying, switch it. Switch the 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest. You know what I'm saying? Let the 3-point contest be the final competition for NBA All-Star Saturday night. Nah, fuck that shit. Don't nothing need to be changed. It just need to be better dunkers in the competition. That's it. All the fucking will change this and change that, and they need to get rid of the slam dunk contest now, and this and that, and blah, 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 blah. Man, don't none of that. This is not the first year where there's been a bad slam dunk contest. I understand it probably was the worst ever, but there's been other years where there's been bad slam dunk contests. You know what I mean? And it always goes and comes back around. We may have a year or two where we have not so good competitions when it comes to slam dunk, but then it's gonna come back around, and we're gonna get, you know, 2 or 3, 4 straight years where it is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like we've had the past few years before this year. You know what I mean? I can't really remember last year's, but it don't need to be no adjust. You niggas always want to rearrange and adjust some shit. Like these niggas talking about the same with the 82 games. Oh, the 82 game season, it's too long. They need to have 50, 60. Man, fuck, man. It's been 82 games, nigga, for 70 something fucking years, man. All of a sudden, these new niggas come in and y'all want to change it to 80, and it's too many games. Nah, how them niggas back in the day was playing all them? Nigga, Jordan played 82 games out of, like, 11, 12 times out of his fucking 13, 14-year career, bro. And this was back in the day, in the 80s and 90s and shit, before the niggas had all of the medicine and the technology and all that shit that they got now. You know what I'm saying? So, niggas always want to change some shit. You don't need to change nothing, bro. You just need better dunkers in the actual contest. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck you need. So, and that will make the contest better. Not changing the format and changing this and changing that and doing all of that other shit. You can change whatever the fuck you want. If you want to put that motherfucker first on NBA Saturday night, nigga. If the players competing in it is like them same niggas on Saturday night, you gonna have the same fucking result. It don't matter what you know, what competition, what contest go first. So, no, the slam dunk contest is the climax of NBA All-Star Saturday night. It should be last like it has always been. You don't need to change the format and all of that other shit. All you need to do is get better dunkers in the actual fucking contest. That's all you need to do, bro. Now, I heard Stephen A say some shit this morning on First Take that I'm not opposed to, which is, okay, you bitch ass NBA players think y'all too good to compete in this motherfucker, the star players and all that shit, think y'all too good to compete in the motherfucking slam dunk competition. Okay, let's go start getting some of these street ballers. Some of these, because these niggas, I mean, you know, like I just said, you know, everything has been done, and so the creativity, you know, it's hard to come up with creative new dunks and all that other shit. For some reason, these street balling dunking ass niggas, they don't have no problem, you know, coming up with some new shit. You know what I'm saying? With some exotic, dynamic ass shit. So find a way. I don't know how you do it. Stephen A was saying something about, first place can be, $1 million, second place, 500,000, third place, 100,000. And then, you still have the NBA players involved with, sponsoring the shit, or not sponsoring, like paying for anything, but as far as like, getting behind specific dunkers. Like, yeah, this is going to be my dunker for this year. He going to win it. Whoop, just with the promo and marketing and all that. I'm not opposed to no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to no shit like that at all, because, you know what I mean? Any way that we can possibly get better dunkers, like in the actual competition, I'm with. You feel me? I'm with that. So, if we get some and one niggas, you know what I mean? Some street balling niggas, you know what I mean? Some niggas that, you know what I mean? That because there's some high flyers out here, man, that ain't in that damn NBA, boy. These motherfuckers, it's some niggas out here, boy. Go look on YouTube and watch some of these and one niggas. You know what I mean? It's some of these niggas that be doing all these dunks and all this other shit, man. These niggas be twisted and twirling and hitting backflips and jumping jacks, nigga, and 360s and nigga and all type of shit, 720s and all type of shit, nigga. So for me, I'm not opposed to that, but all of the talk about switching the format and all that shit. You don't need to do all that. I know niggas was emotional while watching it and all that shit, the broadcast, everybody everybody, but you don't need to do that, bro. You don't need to do all that. But that's my thoughts on the slam dunk competition. You know what I mean? It was the worst ever. It was the worst ever. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody that competed in it. You know what I mean? Because they ain't scared to at least compete in the shit. You know what I mean? But it was the worst ever. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to change the format. NBA, y'all just need to get better dunkers in there. 3-point contest. A big man won it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of similar to where in a 3-point contest, you don't really have like the best 3-point shooters in it. You just got, regular NBA players that can shoot. But, maybe Trae Young, but and I'm not, that's no shot at Steph Curry, because Steph Curry done competed in it like 3 or 4 times already. He won it twice. Like, once you done been in it at least, once or twice, okay, but some niggas ain't even competed in the shit. You know what I mean? But Karl Anthony Towns won the 3-point competition. So that was crazy as fuck. It's just wild that a big man would, would win that shit. But I mean, I ain't really got a whole bunch of thoughts on that. Shout out to Karl Anthony Towns for winning that, but hey, hopefully next year we get some pure shooters in that motherfucker. Maybe Clay will compete in that motherfucker again. But yeah, now man, let me get to the actual game Sunday. Now, Steph Curry, my favorite player, a player who I've been saying and who I believe is the best player in the league. I know sometime this year, he ain't been playing like it. Like after that first 20 games, he ain't really been playing like the best player in the league. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I still feel that he is. And anybody want to argue with me about that, whatever. You want to say KD or you want to say Giannis, or really I would really probably give it to Giannis because he's the reigning defending champion. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna stick with Steph Curry. But I'm not gonna argue about it if you say KD or Giannis, or even if a motherfucker want to still say LeBron. You feel me? But Steph Curry, now this man got booed all weekend in Cleveland. I'm not even mad at it. You know what I mean? As they should have booed him. You know what I mean? Steph Curry won 3 championships off y'all in Cleveland. 2 of them came in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? On that home court. So I don't fault the Cleveland fans and the Cleveland fan base, and all that for having ill will and those types of reactions to Steph Curry the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry is an enemy to y'all. He's a villain. You know what I mean? So it's fun in that way. But just know, Cleveland, when you do that, what did Michael Jordan say in The Last Dance? And I took that personally. And I took that personally. So when that boy came out and hit y'all with that 50 burger, you know what I'm talking about? 16 threes. Now, I want him to get the points record. You know what I mean? I really want him to hit like that one more three just to get the 53 points, man, and get the points record. But it's all good. You know what I mean? He got the record for most threes hit in an NBA All-Star game. That's probably gonna stand for a while at 16, and then he scored 50, and he got the MVP. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think this can be good for my nigga going into this last little go run. You know what I mean, of the season, because man, that 3-point shot ain't been nice to my nigga this year. You know what I'm saying? That boy been, you know what I'm talking about, building them castles. You know what I'm saying? Throwing up them good bricks, man. You know what I'm talking about, the brick cities, you know what I'm saying, New Jersey, you know what I'm talking about? So, hopefully, you know what I mean, now he feeling good. He got the MVP, his first All-Star MVP. But Steph stole the show. Steph simply stole the show. This is the reason why we, love Steph. This is the reason why I love Steph Curry. I never seen no shit like this in my life. You know what I mean? I know what was, all these motherfuckers was on Twitter, all the Steph haters. There's no defense being played, so it doesn't count. Bitch, it's the All-Star game. It ain't never no defense being played, motherfucker. So if you gonna say that, don't just say it about Steph now, because he nigga dropping threes all over the motherfucking place. Say that shit about everybody every year then, nigga. Everybody know how these All-Star games go, the NBA All-Star game. These niggas bullshit the first 3 quarters, or not bullshit, they have fun. They giving the fans what they want to see. It's for the fans. You know what I'm saying? It's an exhibition game. You know what I mean? It does not count. You know what I'm saying? So they give the fans what they want the first 2-3 quarters of the game, and then that last quarter they get serious. Well, I mean, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? I mean, the nigga still scored like 10 points in the fourth. So 8 or 10 points, he had a few threes in the fourth. He missed his last few, you know what I mean? But by that time he already had the record of 3-point shots, 3-pointers made in the All-Star game, and he already had 50 points. So, and the 50th, the 49th and 50th point wasn't a 3-pointer. It was a little teardrop. You know what I mean? On the side, on the baseline, a little poop. Look at that little teardrop. You know what I'm talking about? So Steph Curry stole the show, man. And I just wish he would have got that game winner, or at least hit one more three to get to 53 points, because Anthony Davis got the record for All-Star game points in the game, 52. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? I guess it was kind of made sense that Steph stole the show as far as the game in Cleveland, after being booed the whole weekend and turning them boos into cheers. And then with it being in Cleveland, LeBron being back there, and LeBron getting the game winner. So I guess he was able to have 2 things happen at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So Steph got the MVP, stole the show, scored 50 points, but LeBron got the game winner in Cleveland, back, where he started his career. So that was dope. That was dope, man. And yeah, and so that was that. And then halftime, they had the top 75 presentation, and MJ showing up, because he wasn't there like earlier in the day. They had a little photo op earlier in the day, you know what I'm saying, and MJ wasn't in that picture. So he probably, arrived, sometime, but he was there for the actual presentation at halftime and all that other shit, man. And I mean, MJ just a GOAT. That nigga told Magic, nigga, where your shoes at, boy? We can go one-on-one right now, nigga. It was dead ass serious. Magic laughing, everybody laughing, nigga. Jordan was sitting there like this. Nigga, what's up? Nigga, I'm ready to go right. Nigga, I'll take Jordan right now over LeBron. Nigga, right now, I don't give a damn. Right now, I'm taking him. Nigga, damn near 60. You feel me? But nah, man, shit, the NBA top 75 is dope to see all of, you know what I mean, all them legendary players, you know what I mean? And the reaction Jordan got coming out, because he surprised me. I jumped up out my seat at home like, oh, MJ there? Oh, shit, nigga, it's Letty. It's Litro. I know Isaiah was mad. Isaiah, you need to get that hate out your heart, boy. You need to get that motherfucking hate out your motherfucking heart, boy. LeBron, you mad too, because you know who the real GOAT is. And LeBron, and I gotta, yeah, man, my next video will be in a few hours. You know what I mean? I gotta run up in this store, go pick up some shit, go drop it off. But once I get back to the house, Lil Bum James, Lil Bitch James, I got something for your motherfucking ass, boy, for talking that motherfucking shit, talking about you the greatest of all time. Boy, you he's a sad sack of marbles, man. You know what I'm saying? How you the greatest of all time? Talking about that has never been done before. Coming back from 3-1. You know, for one, yeah, it has. The team you beat just did it the series before to get to the finals. They had just beat. Now I understand they want to say it never happened in the finals. Okay, it never happened in the finals. Dude, Jordan never let it get to a game 7. Like, how is it more impressive that so basically that's like saying you let a nigga beat you up, okay, for the first 8 rounds out of a 10-round match. You know what I'm saying? But then round 9 and 10, you come back and so let's say you knock him out and you win. Okay, so you won, right? So I give you credit because you won. But what about the fighter that don't even let the fight go that long? What about the fighter that knocked his opponent out in the first 2 or 3 rounds and don't even let it get that far? That's what Jordan did. Okay? Like, he never even allowed for a finals to even get to a game 7, bro. That's more impressive. You know what I'm saying? You was down 3-1. You fucked up in the beginning, and then you want credit because you came back after fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's more impressive for the nigga that don't even that never fucked up to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So that logic of thinking is this nigga is the only motherfucking NBA player in history to call himself the motherfucking GOAT. Like, have you no shame, bro? You know what I mean? Jordan ain't gotta say he the fucking GOAT and keep talking about that shit. For one, he probably don't give a fuck. Really, to be honest with you, he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because he know everybody unanimously considers him to go. But anyway, that's for my next video. I'm gonna get to that. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm gonna break down all this shit. You feel me? But it was dope to see that the top 75. You know what I mean? I will say this. It's 2 players I don't think should have made it. You know what I mean? And mother can call me whatever, hater, bitter, mad, whatever. I'm not none of those. You know what I'm saying? But Anthony Davis and Damian Lillard, I'm sorry. They don't deserve to be on that list over Dwight Howard or Klay Thompson. People forget what Dwight Howard was, bro. Like, Dwight Howard won the Defensive Player of the Year 3 consecutive years in Orlando. Okay? Dwight Howard was an MVP candidate for multiple consecutive years in Orlando. Okay? Dwight Howard was putting up big numbers. Dwight Howard was the best big man, he was the best big man in the league for a 4 or 5 year stretch. Okay? Dwight Howard took the Orlando Magic with Hedo Turkoglu, Jameer Nelson, Rafer Alston, and Stan Van Gundy as the coach, took them to the NBA Finals and beat a LeBron James-led Cleveland Cavaliers team en route to doing it, en route to getting there, okay, and got a game off Kobe's Lakers in 2009. Like, so Dwight Howard was actually the go-to guy, the number one guy, the head honcho, and led teams to success. No, his team didn't ultimately win a championship, okay? But what Dwight Howard did in his first, 7-8 years of his career warrants him to be in the fucking NBA top 75 over Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis ain't never led nobody to nothing. That man ain't led nobody to nothing at all. That little bubble chip them niggas got over there, the Lakers got a few years ago in the bubble. Come on, man. I mean, it's just you're not gonna get the full credit for that championship unless you're a Lakers fan, or unless you a nigga that's on TV, happen to be PC, and you don't want to sound like a hater. But you're never gonna get full credit for that championship because of the circumstances, bro. Was no travel, was no fans. Like, so what was the real pressure? You had a 4-month break. You had in the middle of the season. All the teams wasn't there. And now, granted, the teams that wasn't there wasn't teams that was gonna make the playoffs anyway. But still, that year, that was the very next year after KD left the Warriors. So the Warriors, KD was gone. Clay was injured the whole year. Steph was out that whole year with a broken hip, or majority of that year. So the Warriors were not in the picture. KD was out that year would have been his first year with the Nets, but he was out that whole year because that was right after he tore his Achilles in the finals. You know what I mean? Against Toronto Raptors. So he was out that year, and Kyrie was in and out the lineup for the Nets. So that wasn't the Nets was out of the picture. Okay, like, it's just, a lot of the top teams that would have been competition for the Lakers that year wasn't even, it was an off year for them. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, they won it, whatever. I'm not trying to fully take it away. I'm just saying, bro, like, is that the reason why Anthony Davis is on that list? Because, like, LeBron is the one that is going to lead the charge in every team that he owned. So, AD didn't lead them to that. And when he was the head dog, he had to me, he was a greater player in New Orleans than he is right now with the Lakers. It's like he's satisfied after that little punk ass championship now. He always been dinged up, you know what I mean? It hurt a lot. AD, that's why I call him always dinged. You know what I'm saying? But AD was looked at one point as what Giannis is, what Joel Embiid is. And he's kind of fallen, a little bit under that now. He shows flashes every here and there, okay, that he can still be that type of player, but not enough, not every night like Giannis do, like Embiid bring it, you know what I mean? So AD, to me, it just boils down to me, he hasn't done enough in his career to warrant. You guys got to understand, bro. This is the top 75 players of all time. Top 75. This ain't it's this year award. No, this is for the history of basketball, the top 75 players of all time. So to me, I'm not saying that Anthony Davis is not a better player than Dwight Howard, although if you want to look at their peaks, offensively, okay, if you want to just say offensive, but I mean, AD is a great defender as well, but he don't got the Defensive Player of the Year award to show for it. Dwight Howard got the hardware, you know what I mean, to show for it. You know what I'm saying? And he, like I said, he led a team to a championship. Beat LeBron in doing it. LeBron was that year. It was supposed to be Kobe and LeBron in the motherfucking finals. Lakers versus Cavaliers. They had the little puppet commercials. The Nike had the little commercials with the puppets. Y'all remember that? And that they was marketing and promoting that shit before the finals even started and shit. When it was like the second and third round, they was already pumping that shit. Like they knew it was gonna be Lakers Cavs. You know what I'm saying? And Dwight Howard said, "Nah, bro, we here. We finna do this." So, man, you know, so for me, I'm putting, as far as when it comes to top 75, I'm taking Dwight Howard and putting him in the 75, and I'm taking out Anthony Davis. That's just me. I'm not saying that Anthony Davis ain't a great player, but to me, I don't think he's done enough, you know what I mean, in his career. He don't have enough accolades and all that shit to, and Dwight Howard got a championship too. He was on that same Lakers team. So I understand, you know, that he's not the same Dwight Howard at that point in his career that he was in Orlando, but he still contributed to that championship. You know what I mean? He wasn't like a go-to guy or the number two player, the number two go-to guy like Anthony Davis was, but he still contributed and he got a championship on that team as well. So it can't be the championship thing. Dwight Howard got a championship. So, but I understand people are looking at it from a maybe an offensive standpoint. Dwight Howard has never really been looked at as somebody, even though if you go back and look at his numbers in Orlando, he had some 40 and 20 games and he had some monster type games. You know what I mean? But I guess, they say he never really developed a post game and he never was like a real true offensive threat and all of that other shit like somebody like AD, who got a little bit more in his offensive repertoire. So I guess they looking at it from that standpoint. And where Dwight Howard career has went, you know what I mean, as far as like, with all the goofy shit and, just all the dumb shit that they, the rep they try to give him with being a clown and all that other shit. So maybe they all that, is took into consideration. But if we just looking at exactly what didn't happen on the court, hey man, Dwight Howard's resume is better than Anthony Davis and far better than Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, I'm sorry, bro. Great player. You know what I'm saying? And I understand he's had some playoff moments where he has, sent teams home and all of the other shit in the first and second round. But, bro, he has not done, for me, nothing to be warranted to warrant being on this all-time 75 list, bro. I'm sorry. He just hasn't. Them little, when he sent home, and I understand, in the fashion in which he did it when he sent home OKC. After all of the talking and all of the shit talking and all that, the whole series back and forth between him and Westbrook, and you know what I mean? And him sending them home like that in a walk-off fashion. Yeah, that was dope. I'd love to see that. I was laughing. And he also did that to the Houston Rockets too, when Dwight Howard was on that team. Sent them home in the first round on a walk-off shot. I understand that, but I mean, that's really it, bro. And the farthest that he has gotten to is the Western Conference Finals, and that was in a year where he got there. They got there. You know what I mean? So I don't want to just poo-poo it and make it like it's nothing. But he got to the farthest he's ever been in a playoff. Most years he's one and done in the first round or second round. Okay, but there was a 2 or 3 year span there where they was able to advance and get to the second round a few times, and then that one time they got to the Western Conference Finals. But that was a year where, who they beat in the second round to get to the Western Conference. I think they beat Denver that year or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was a year when Denver was really just coming up. You know what I mean? And you're like, I don't know, man. And they got to the Western Conference Finals against, guess who? The Golden State Warriors. When KD was on the team, but he was not on the court for that whole series because he was hurt. KD, this was the 2019 year, okay, when KD got hurt in the second round against the Rockets, and he didn't play again until game 4, I'm not mistaken, of the NBA Finals, and he shouldn't have been on court, but yeah, they brought him back. But the Warriors beat the Portland Trailblazers that year without KD. That was just Steph, Clay, and Dre. And Steph and Clay Steph and really Draymond was the catalyst that series, because the way he just controlled the pace and he just grabbed the rebound and just was, facilitating and doing what he do and playing defense. And Steph Curry was being Steph Curry. A few of them games they could have lost. You know what I mean? I think 2 of those games in that series they was down 17 and 20 at the end of the third quarter and came back and win, but they swept him. It was a sweep. I would say, even though they swept them, the series was a little more closer than, because a few of those games that they won could have went either way. But they, at the end of the day, they swept them. So I'm just saying, bro, to me, Damian Lillard has not done enough to be on this team now. And who I would put, on top of him, and to replace him is Klay Thompson. Because I know motherfuckers say, oh, well, you just saying that because the Warriors is your team. No, I'm not. I'm not just saying it. I'm looking at Klay's contribution to this championship run, bro. And not only that, a lot of the stuff that he did, a lot of the times where Steph ain't been there in a lot of those clutch moments, Klay has. If it's not for Game 6, Klay is a thing. That's a real thing, okay? If it's not for Klay, Game 6 in the 2016 Western Conference Finals, that 73-9 team don't even make the finals that year to even get up 3-1 and lose to the Cavs. They would have lost to OKC. Klay Thompson had a performance out of this fucking world in that Game 6. Single-handedly. He single-handedly won that game. And we went to a Game 7 and won it back at home. I knew he was going to win that Game 7. We just had to win that Game 6. But Klay's had many moments like that. You know what I mean? The 37-point quarter, what's another? Man, listen. I know that, Damian Lillard, basically what Klay Thompson has been is the Scottie Pippen to Steph's Michael Jordan. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why, he doesn't. They kind of look at it as, okay, you like the second nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if you look on the top 75 list, it's not a lot of teams, unless it's like the Lakers or the Celtics, which have countless Hall of Famers. It's not a lot of teams that have a third and fourth player from that team, like that's on the 75 list or whatever. But I mean, I could probably make a case for Draymond Green to probably be on that list too, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? But Klay Thompson, the fact that he has been on championship teams and have contributed mightily to all 3 championships, and the fact that he's had enough moments throughout his career, you know what I mean? I think all of that offsets the fact that he's like never like really been the lead dog or like the man, quote, the number one option on a team, you know what I mean? And Damian Lillard has. I think all of that other shit that I just said, it offsets for Klay Thompson not, being the lead dog, and I would put him there. Not to mention defensively. You know what I'm saying? So, what he does, what he's been defensively. So, but that's just me. Other than that, I I could probably make a case for Russell Westbrook not being on that motherfucker either, but I won't do that just because I understand the averaging a triple double for a whole season and then doing it again and again, even though I feel like he was chasing that shit and that's what he was going after. He was chasing triple doubles more than he was chasing wins. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. That's just what I've seen. That's just what I feel like he was doing. So, but the two, I'll let Russ stay there. You know what I mean? I'll let Russ stay there, but definitely the two that I think should come off is AD and Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? And they should be replaced with Dwight Howard and Klay Thompson. That's just me. So, but outside of that, NBA Top 75, it was a dope ceremony. You know what I mean? Everybody talking about the halftime. Everybody talking about the halftime shit was too long. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saying like the ceremony was too long. Like, my thing is like this, bro. You niggas complain about every fucking thing, bro. Like you niggas complain about every fucking thing. You complain too much, bro. Us in America, we just spoiled, my nigga. That's all we do is complain about some shit. So you think the ceremony and all that shit and all that was too long? The halftime show was too long? Okay, so let me ask a few questions. How much money did any one of you motherfuckers contribute to putting together that halftime show? How much energy and how many ideas and how much did you guys help in putting together the halftime show? Who made you sit there and watch it? Like, my point being is, like, bro, you had nothing to do with the shit. So what are you complaining about, my nigga? Like, what you complaining about? Like, just sit there and watch the shit. If you don't like what you see, turn the fucking channel. You know what I mean? But to sit there and go, oh, it's too long, and they don't need to do nothing. You ain't had nothing to do with it. You ain't put shit together. You ain't gave a nigga no ideas. They ain't asked you for shit. Well, I'm basically saying, you have no dog in the fight, so why do you give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, just sit back and enjoy the show, man. Stop complaining so much about every fucking thing that you ain't got shit to do with. You know what I mean? And you ain't finna change shit. You just complaining. You just flapping your motherfucking gums, bumping your motherfucking gums, running your mouth for no fucking reason. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I loved it. I loved every part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, oh, man, the All-Star game, all this shit corny. Like, man, ever since I've been a kid, like, all of these events, man, in sports, I've never lost, even, back in the day when I was, playing organized sports myself and competing and all of that other shit. Like, I still, in a way, feel like an athlete. You know what I mean? I still, I like watching, things. A lot of times as we get older, we feel like things aren't the same how they used to be. You know what I'm saying? And to a certain extent, a lot of times it's true. But sometimes, man, like, things ain't meant to stay the same forever. You know what I mean? And every part of All-Star Weekend and Super Bowl festivities and all that type of shit, man, I still love watching it today, you know what I mean, as a grown-ass adult. The same way I love watching it as a kid. It's entertainment. I don't get too caught up in anything more than that. It's just entertainment, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I'm going to continue to watch it. Continue to watch these type of events as long as they coming on. You know what I mean? Same way with music shows and award shows. Maybe, certain award shows, maybe not so much, just because, but I still keep my ear to it. I'm not like, you know, oh, the BET Hip Hop Awards or the you know, the Grammys or the MTV Awards or whatever. Man, that shit, man, fuck that shit. That shit, like, yeah, there's certain years where I feel like the show could be better, or you know, the artists nowadays maybe ain't really, you know what I mean, pushing the needle, or they're not really doing it for me like that. But still, I still like to watch it and just see what's going on and see who's who, you know what I mean, and see who winning awards and, you know what I mean, all that type of shit. So, yeah, man, All-Star Weekend, NBA 75, you know what I mean, shout out to all the legends, you know what I mean, Jordan is the GOAT. Now, on my next video, I'm going to get into, like I said, I'm going to get into the whole LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, and you know, the rankings. You know what I mean? You know, ESPN came out with their rankings of the top 75 players. You know what I'm saying? And I got some disagreements. I mean, all this shit is just it's all opinion. It's all, you know, what certain things ain't opinion. I'm gonna tell you what ain't an opinion. That's Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time, greatest NBA player of all time. That ain't up for debate. That's facts. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That's facts. I don't give a damn. You feel me? So, but outside of that, you know, it's all up for, you know, I'm not gonna argue with somebody that want to put LeBron at number 2. I don't have him at number 2, but you know, I'm not gonna argue with, you know, somebody want to put Magic. I got Kobe number 2, but after Jordan, it's like whoever you want to take. Magic, Kareem, Kobe, you know, LeBron, Shaq, Wilt, you know, Larry Bird. I mean, hey man, they all was great players, man. But I'm gonna debate that though. I'm gonna get into the whole, because LeBron made some comments this weekend of, like I said, about him. You know, he reiterated his comments from a few years ago, and saying that winning the 2016 finals in the fashion that they did it, and coming back from a 3-1 deficit, that made him the GOAT. When that was only his 3rd ring, right? Jordan won 3 in 3 years. Bitch, it took you fucking, what was at that point? That was just what, 12th year, 13th year? Like, man, this nigga just, you know. So I'm gonna talk about that. And I'm probably gonna, and you know, I'm gonna still talk about the NBA top 75, and about the ranking. I'm not gonna go through the whole rankings of all 75, but maybe just like the top 10, the top 20, or you know, and just, you know, maybe throw out a few opinions of who I think I would put in to take out and all of the other shit. Maybe swap a few players around or whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna just talk about the, you know what I mean, the Jordan LeBron debate, which I don't think is a debate. To me, the real debate is LeBron Kobe. If you want to have that debate with me, I'll have that debate. We can debate that. But leave Jordan alone. Leave him out of it. He on the island all by himself, bro. Like, not to be touched. He is the GOAT. So everybody else is competing for the number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 spot. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's that. And then, yeah, I gotta wait till I get home, because I got a way I want to do it. I've seen a few people make a few comments on a few talk shows this morning that I want to play for y'all on the playback as I'm making my commentary and giving y'all my opinion on how I feel about the situation. So that's basically it. I'll be back in about an hour, 2 hours with my next video. You know what I'm saying? Snax on Sports, NBA All-Star Weekend, regardless of how you feel. That slam dunk contest was the worst of all time. Still, NBA All-Star Weekend is a success. It's always a success. You know what I'm saying? Steph did his thing, All-Star MVP. You know what I mean? Stole the show. MJ, Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, showed his face. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what it is, man. Snax on Sports. I'll be back with another one in a minute. I'm going on you bitches.